We believe the most meaningful relationships in life are the ones that you're able to take beyond the surface. To peel back the surface layers, though, it does require the right type of conversation, the right questions. Well, we've filled a jar with those next level sort of questions. You helped us do that. And all week long, our Take 5 special guests will take 5 to answer. We have a lineup of well-known women we admire from a distance, but definitely want to get to know better. My next guest is no exception. Michelle Kaufusi is a Provo girl through and through, born and raised, and eventually making history as Provo's first female mayor. Mayor Kaufusi's leadership has also translated to national accolades for Provo City, most notably being honored as the nation's best performing city in both 2021 and 2022. And amidst all the awards and accomplishments, she says her family is what matters most. She's a mom to 5 kids, 2 daughters-in-law, 1 son-in-law, and 4 grandbabies too. She's a busy, busy lady, so we are thankful she's giving us her time to Take 5. Michelle, welcome to Studio 5.
I'm so excited to be here.
You are the
Thank
perfect,
you for having me.
You're the perfect person for this, and I'm going to gush for just a minute, so if your cheeks get red, so be it. But you're someone who, smart head, solid gal, but you put your heart on the line so often in how you represent and how you lead, and we love that.
Tears come a lot, and I hate that.
We love that about you.
Because it's just such an emotional passion.
You're someone who you wear so many hats and you wear them so well, but you don't compartmentalize. Meaning, when I talk to you, I'm talking to the mayor, but I'm also talking to a mom simultaneously,
and a girlfriend,
and a girlfriend. And I love that. I love that. Second term as mayor. How is it feeling right now?
It is feeling really exciting. We are moving and shaking. There's this energy in Provo that it's you can feel it. People are saying when they come to Provo, we can feel this energy. What is going on? I'm like, buckle up. Here we go.
We're going. Well, as a Provo girl, I mean, I imagine there's not a lot that surprised you about the Provo landscape, or at least the Provo culture and dynamic. Is there anything, though, you've learned as mayor specifically that has opened your eyes to a new paradigm or a new layer of that community?
Well, the beauty of it, being born and raised there, and just a Provo girl through and through, and wanting to raise my own children there, there hasn't really been a lot except for the support. I feel the love. I don't consider myself a politician. I consider myself a community builder and a bridge builder, and my best times are when I'm out in the community talking to my neighbors and friends, and really I can't really go anywhere without someone saying, I knew your mom, or I knew your sister.
I love that.
And I love it. It's the really down in the trenches feel that makes this job magical for me.
And I compliment your mom heart. Now we can add grandma to that heart chamber as
right?
well. What do they call you? What do your grandkids call you?
Grammy.
Grammy. Tell me about the Grammy role.
Oh, it's Grammy, I miss you. Grammy, I love you. And I'm like, I'm dying inside.
Yeah.
So raising those 5 rotten kids was worth it.
All right, we've got a jar here full of questions submitted by our viewers, and we gave them the prompt, as I described, to take it deeper. Like, what's a question you would ask a good girlfriend if you want to get to know her a little better? So pull it out, hand it over.
There's a lot.
I know we
You've
stacked
gotten a lot of
It was
good
good.
questions.
It was good. What was a win you had in the past week that's worth celebrating?
Goodness, a win I had in the past week would probably be yesterday, because I pulled off a huge birthday dinner for my twins and my 1-year-old granddaughter, all amongst managing everything that goes in our house. Like, literally, when I have to cook for them, they're good eaters, right? It's big.
It's a good way to say it.
Double roasts and 2 crock pots and you know, at least 10 pounds of mashed potatoes, peeled and mashed. It's a lot.
You're super comfy in the kitchen.
Oh my, that's my talent, right? I can cook fast and I can cook big.
And are you cooking a lot still?
Oh, you better believe it.
Yeah.
The crock pot is my best friend in the mornings, but I still love to, I mean, it's just really therapeutic to come home and do tacos or spaghetti or something.
And isn't there something, I imagine, especially in your stage, that layered stage of a full house, like feeding bellies and feeding hearts as everyone comes home?
And I love it, because the minute I get home, I am not the mayor. In fact, my kids ground me pretty fast. And the mayor hat is off and the mom hat is on, and I do love that.
Do you ever pull mayor duty, though, and say, come on?
No.
Come on.
Even if I tried, they would just balk at me and be like, stop, Mom.
Knock it off.
Your mom.
Knock it off. All right, good one. Let's pull another. Let's pull another. That was a good question. It's fun to celebrate wins in a good girlfriend. That's a good question to throw out there. Yeah, what was a win?
Day yesterday.
What 3 things would you take with you on an island?
Oh, my word, I love that. So I take my husband, because he's an island boy.
There you go. He'd be comfortable.
He's Tongan, and he would know everything, and I would utilize him to the max.
Yes, yes.
So I'd take my cute little Tongan husband, I would take water, and I would take my audiobook app.
You're a listener.
I used to be a reader, but because of time constraints, but maybe on the island I could go back to reading.
Go back to page turning?
Yeah, the therapy of it, right?
Yeah. What are you listening to right now, or what's something you've listened to recently?
So I just finished a book by Colleen, what's her last? Powell, I believe.
Okay.
And I just thought, okay, that was too heavy. I think I have a heavy job. I need something a little more light. So
you feel that too with the world. I mean, I love a good thinker as well, but when the world is landing heavy, sometimes those lighter escapes are what you need.
It, right?
Yeah,
just disappear for a minute.
And tell me, back to your relationship with your husband. Are you both equally paced in terms of adventure? Are you both adventurous?
Heavens, no. Are you kidding?
No.
He's like the calm, sit on the floor and let's just have a great talk for 4 hours.
He's the chill.
Oh, he's
the chill to your crazy?
He's a cute little Polynesian, right?
I love it.
He's like, let's just eat on the floor and talk and then sleep. If we all want to sleep, and I'm just like, we are moving.
We got to get it done.
Things to do. And so it's a great balance because I'm over here, he's over here, and the kids, they love it.
Kind of meet you in the middle. That's good. All right, pick me out another. This is number 3.
These are great questions.
They're good, right? Yeah. Good variety. What has been your, I like this one. What has been your biggest life surprise?
Biggest life surprise.
Because I imagine you're a planner. Are you a planner?
I'm a list maker.
A list. See, I am as well.
I have a whiteboard still,
right?
The old-fashioned way.
No, you do. You whiteboard
in my kitchen,
it out.
I whiteboard stuff out.
So not a lot probably surprises you because you have your arms around a lot of the details.
What surprises me?
What surprises you about your life?
I think the piece that this is my 12th year holding an elected office.
Yeah.
I think the best surprise has been, I don't feel like I've changed. I am still, I hate the word politician. In fact, when Facebook named me a politician, I was so offended. I'm like, I'm a community builder.
I reject that.
Take that off. But I just have watched a lot of my mentors and stuff as they've gone through the years and they kind of tend to change a little bit. And
probably hard not to.
I do not. I will be in the grocery store in a hoodie with a messy bun on Saturday shopping right next to you. And I love that.
What's allowed you to preserve that, though? Because I think that, not everyone's going to go on to hold 12 years of elected office or to be the mayor of a growing city. But I think for every woman out there, as life goes on and as accomplishments happen, how are you staying grounded and rooted in the woman you want to be?
Well, I think, again, it's my family, it's my neighbors, it's my friends. I mean, I ran into 2 high school friends in the grocery store on Saturday, and it's just that, I'm just Michelle, and I love you, and I'm here to serve you, and thank you for electing me to let me serve you.
Why don't you think more Michelles are able to land in office? Why don't you think more girl next door?
I think it's because it's so stress. I think it's a lot of stress, and it's intimidating, right?
Yeah.
It's to jump into this profession and be the only woman in a room and have to hold your own, and yet win everyone over and manage is a little bit intimidating. So when my neighbors are like, you're crazy, I'm like, I know, I must have a little crazy, but you know what? I love my job. I have the energy, and I just want to keep going and going and serving and serving.
We need more people like that, which makes me think we might need to adjust the job a little bit to make it more palatable for people like you that can pull off that girl next door attitude and keep it. All right, we're going to push pause. We've got 2 more questions coming up. More with Mayor Kaufusi and her final 2 Take 5 questions right after this. I am so honored to be joined by Provo's Mayor Michelle Kaufusi, answering your viewer-submitted Take 5 questions. You're a pro at this.
I'm not a pro.
Do you ever get nervous?
I'm always nervous.
No, you're not.
Yes, and people tell me, you won't be nervous after a couple of years. I'm in my 12th year, and I'm still stressed every time I have to do an interview or a microphone goes in my mouth. I don't know. Maybe it's just because, again, I'm just like the girl next door, and it makes me nervous.
What do you do to fight nerves then if you've got a big speech?
I'm an early morning riser, 4:30, my alarm goes off.
4:30?
Yes, isn't that crazy?
Yes,
and I get out, and I always tell myself, I'm just gonna walk until I'm happy. And once I get to that, then I'm like, and now I'm jogging, and now I'm on a trail. And so I just tell myself every morning, just get out of bed and just start going till you feel happy, and then decide if you want to jog or so.
I'm going to walk until I'm happy.
I'm going to walk until I'm happy.
That's a great mantra. Yeah. Well, we're happy to have you. We're on to question 4, I think. So dip on in here. We've gotten some good ones. Our viewers are smart. I like the way they think, and I like that I don't have to think of these questions. If you could do one thing to make the world better, one specific thing, what would it be?
that's like a global question.
This is your Miss America question.
Yeah,
right
now
here.
I feel, and I am not a pageant person.
Not
And
either.
so, wow,
One thing to make the world better today.
Well, I think, I mean, it sounds so petty, but I think the stress of providing just the bare necessities for your family, you know, clean water, food, power, medical care, just the basic needs is where I would go with that. Because if you think globally, we're such a small percentage that we wake up every morning, we flip our light on, and it comes on, we turn the water on, we brush our teeth.
It's so mindless.
Well, it's mindless.
Yeah.
But you get out of this little bubble, and globally, those things are so critical and so few and far apart. So I think that's where I would go with that one.
I love that. I was chatting with a girlfriend just last week, and she had rallied her kids. They're in the teenage phase to pack lunches for, you know, kids to take home on the weekends. And she was talking about the questions that were coming up in her home about giving back and those basic needs and
Just the
necessities that we
basic
take for
needs.
granted. Yeah, I love that. All right, final question.
Okay.
Mayor Kaufusi, I keep slipping into Michelle, but I know I'm not offending
no,
you.
you are fine. You are fine.
I'll prop her up, Mayor. All right, if you could have lunch with someone from the past,
Oh my
who
word.
would it be? And why? I hate this question because there's so many good names.
From the
Who would you lunch
past.
with and why?
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think who I would lunch with from the past. There are so many names, right? This is just a tender one, but it would be my mother. She passed when I was in like 29 or 30 and was a single mom raising us and worked so hard. And I often think she would have loved my kids. She would have loved my family. She would have, and I miss her all the time. And I'm always like, oh, I feel like I got ripped off. So if I could pluck someone today to go have lunch with that's not here anymore, it would be my mom.
Did you have children when she passed?
I had my kids, but they were little tinies.
Babies, yeah.
Yeah, so only my oldest has a memory of her.
I often think my grandma passed away, and a similar timeline for my mom as your mom passed. And I often think when I meet someone who knew my grandma, I'm desperate to know, like, what was she like in my phase?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you think about that. Like, I'd love to talk to her
time.
about what it was like to be a mom in my 40s and 50s.
Yeah. She always had great advice, and she was a strong woman.
Yeah.
Because she had to raise 7 kids as a single mom.
Yeah.
So she had a strength and a work ethic that I'm sure that's where I get it from.
I was going to ask what you have in common, and there it is, that work ethic and that drive.
And we're both left-handed. So
Really?
I love that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love that we got to honor her as we got to know you a little bit better today, Mayor Kaufusi. Thank you so much.
Thank
Please
you
come
for
back. We
having
love your
me.
energy. We love your heart. We love your spark and all that you're doing down there in
So
Utah
kind.
County. So stay close to us.
I will.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it.